Do you want to know the number one skill and difference between those struggling financially and those prospering financially? Do you want to know what that one thing is? Tell us, Trev. Tell us what that one thing is. It's this. People that are successful and are in stronger, more financially rich places financially versus those who are struggling financially and worried about money, drowning in debt. It's this one thing. It's knowing the numbers. And I'm talking really simple numbers. The ones that are succeeding financially know how much is coming in and how much is going out, and they know the difference between their inflow and their outflow. And their inflow is bigger than their outflow. The people that are struggling financially either have no idea on the numbers, as we call it in finance, they're just winging it financially, just hoping and praying each day. I understand, having been there myself and people that I work with that are in this situation, it can be very, very overwhelming to even look at the numbers with the fear of what one might find out. However, if you are on the edge financially, struggling to pay bills, you want to do better financially, as the saying says, if you've got to eat a frog, do it quick and fast. In other words, if you've got to do something uncomfortable, get it done quickly and look at it and do it and own it. Because here's the thing, if you want to feel better financially, you want to get on top of your money, you want to build prosperity and financial freedom for you and your family, get on a better path emotionally, financially, retire rich, whatever it is, be willing to look at the numbers, learn the numbers, understand the numbers, work to have more coming in than going out, and you will be amazed at the freedom that you will feel. You will feel just like a different person, just knowing where you're at, even if it's so close on the edge, or even if more's going out than coming in, but you know where you're at, and you start working to either increase the flow coming in and decrease the flow going out. You will just feel like a completely different person. You will feel like you're actually on top of your life. You'll feel like you know where you're at, and it's hard to explain if you've never done it. Because I'm here at Bunnings and I'm about to buy some things, and I've got my little Johnny with me. He's just having a little rest before we head off. But I'm not saying that I've got it figured out. I've got goals. I'd like to have financial goals. There's more I'd like to be making and doing, and I'm working on that. But I'm going in knowing what I can afford to spend. I'm not just going in to just blow money and just kind of hope and pray that it'll all work out. I know there are people doing very well out there, and good on you. And let me know if you are doing well. Do you have a budget? Do you know your cash flow? Do you know what's coming in? Do you know what's going out? Are you putting surplus away? Do you understand that discipline? And if anyone's courageous and willing enough to say, hey, look, I am struggling and I'm not doing that, and you're wanting to start doing that, please share. Or even you are doing it, but it just seems that there's more going out than coming in, well, then that's another conversation. That's another decision around, well, what are we spending our money on? What are we going and doing that's putting us behind? Because as hard as it is to admit, so I know train wrecks of life happen, but I do know we will end up in the big mortgage. We will, and I'm not saying I'm against mortgages. I mean, I'm a mortgage broker, but we've got to make sure people can afford it. It's working for them. But what is going out, and what can you do to start lowering what's going out? And if you can't afford to buy it, well, you can't buy it. And these are hard conversations to have. But as I shared in a video the other day, to be able to navigate ourselves through storms, no matter what it is that's going on with governments and rising prices. They talk about people not having money and rising prices, yet I went to one of the shopping centres here to buy some sneakers or something. It is packed with people, packed. So I just find it hard to believe that if people are struggling so much, it just seems there's so many people out spending money, and maybe they are the people that are struggling, or maybe they're not, or maybe it's a combination of both. But really, when it comes down to it, if this resonates with you, with my goal to just help people to live happier, more wealthier, prosperous life, whatever that is to you. You don't need to be a multimillionaire, or if you do want to be, great, but what puts you in the driver's seat of your finances to be able to know that you're on top of it, and you know what you're doing, and you know where it's going, and you're not going and borrowing money to buy stuff that you don't need, that's only going to put you in more stress and worry when you could just choose not to do that. So coming back to the opening, if you are wanting to know how to do better financially, it is to understand the flow of money. I work with people a lot, helping them to invest in property, buy homes, set up self-managed super funds, and invest and build their retirement wealth. And I see it over and over and over again. It is the people that are willing to know their numbers, they live by their numbers, and they are just in a far different place financially than those that just aren't willing to look at the numbers and won't look at the numbers and just find it too hard and overwhelming. And that's the difference. So please, if this resonates with you, if you're doing the numbers and you're doing well, keep doing it. Well done you. If you are not and you want to get yourself into a better position for you and your family, go to the notebook, go to the Excel spreadsheet, start putting down what are we making each week and month, and what are we spending, and where is it going, and what can we do to start filling up the holes and take charge of our finances so we can live better, happier, more fulfilling, financially free lives. Thank you, Trevor Russell, Results Investment Group, creator of the Retire Rich YouTube channel. Please like this video if it resonates with you. Tell me your comments, what you think, what you're doing, questions that you may have. If I can't answer the question, I'll ask my team, or I'll find you the answer. And subscribe. Let's align. Let's be all that we can be. We live in a beautiful country here in Australia, but if you're watching in from other parts of the world, we have the ability to do the most amazing things. We've done the most amazing things, and we can do the most amazing things. So let's remember how wonderful we are, and let's embrace that money is a good thing and we all need it, and let's just do the right thing and prosper by thinking good thoughts that we do deserve it, we can do it, and to keep control of that money flow, because it is like an oxygen that if we understand how to breathe financially, we will have happier, better lives. And that's what I wish for you out there, and for me and all of us. Let's stay strong, let's keep moving forward, and let's take control of the dollars, and let's do all that we can. And I'll be speaking to you real soon. Have a great day.